Hello you, welcome to Geekism. You join me in Ickerberg, apparently, that's what it's called. I don't recall naming the thing, maybe it's just random. But we, in the last episode, we got our basic little town set up, we got some good decent homes, our happiness is through the roof. We have loads of people idle, so we need to find stuff for them to do. We need to kind of make some jobs, and we're going to do that to start off with. At least we're going to start with some farms, because it looks like food is a little low, not massively, but a little low. I just want to have a look at what the fertile, very fertile, very. Yeah, so it looks like down this down towards the coast is pretty good for food. So we'll put a couple of farms here. I really want a windmill. We need just a bit more wood for a windmill, and it provides productivity of farms adjacent. That's what I want to do. And we can do a big food storage thing as well in the future. But for now, really want a windmill there. I think, or maybe here. Yeah, I want to see what adjacent is. I want to see what it means by an adjacent farm. So let's put the farm there, because we need the farm basically, because we're really running short. What we do need to do is get some more wood. So we'll do that. Okay, we have the wood for the farm. Oh, I see. So it does all the way around. So if we do that there, we can get a pretty decent 5 farms around the edge of it, I think. Probably not a bad idea. Although farms going right to the coast, maybe there we can do 5 around it that way. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But we're a little bit too far away from the roads. That's fine. We can build a couple of roads just to get us there. That and that should be enough. Let's see. I'll speed up the time a little bit as well. Happiness is dropping just a tad, but I'm hoping it's nothing major. They've all got stuff to do. Foods are running low. Yeah, we're working on that. Good day. Good day. Okay, great. Thanks. Kind of useless. Okay, those are in there. So let's have a look. Windmill. Yeah, looks like we can now go to there, and we can build a couple of farms around it. So, oh no, we need a little bit more. We need one more piece of wood. What about this wood here? Are people going to end up getting this? There's loads of wood down here. I don't know whether it actually counts towards our storage. It's telling us we've got 2 pieces of wood, but I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So I think maybe once the windmill's built, maybe then people will come and get it. 6 people visited, but none could find homes. That's fine. We're pretty full up at the minute. We don't worry about that too much. Yeah, he's gone to get it there. Look, 2. Let's see if that wood's already been accounted for, or when it drops it off here, it goes up. Yeah, it looks like wood's already accounted for. Food stores are running low. Like I say, love, we're working on it as best we can. I'm so sorry. All the wood here. Yeah, the number's not changing, so it looks like that's accounted for. So let's get chopping on some of this wood here. Yeah, I do worry that we're going to run out of wood. Worry about food for the winter. We're working on it. There we go. We've got some more wood coming in now. So let's get some more food. And another one there, I think. 2 more farms. That should hopefully get rid of all our idle people as well. They'll get working on those farms. Although they only have 1 of 1 working. Windmill's going. Look at that bad boy. And it provides productivity for farms adjacent, but does not affect the orchards. That's fine. So we've got high soil +4 and a windmill nearby +3. So we actually get more than double our base output now, with being high fertility and the windmill. That's awesome. So hopefully that should take care of our food issues. Some quarries have no place to store their stone. I guess 50 is the maximum we can stick here. So let's get something nearby. Let's have a look. Industry, small stockpile. Let's have a look. What do we need for a big stockpile? Lots more wood. Let's get working on some wood then, because we might as well. If it's just wood we need, we might as well get working on a big one. And that should hopefully get all of our idle guys doing something. Shame you can't sort of get them to chop wood and then just like keep finding local little trees nearby. Local trees, you know what I mean? So that's all we needed, look, was wood. Let's get a charcoal maker, but we need to work the path out a little bit more. Town, road. Let's go out of town this way a little. Look at all this extra wood now we've got. Fantastic. And we'll build an iron mine. That's cool. Takes charcoal and iron and turns them into tools and armaments. And a mason repairs damaged structures with stone. Oh, that's neat as well. And you will get rid of nasty old rock, which is good because we will have to get rid of these eventually. But for now, let's build a decent stockpile there. That's good. And that's going to be our stone stockpile. And let's just carry the road up to it. That's going to be our stone stockpile, and most likely this wood will go there as well, but that is fine. No problem with that. We may as well finish off this little forest here. Don't seem to get much wood out of a tree. Stores are running low. I'm working on it. Peasants think you're excellent. Well, I think I'm excellent as well. Okay, so farms are doing okay here. We've still got a few people idle, so we may as well get... we might as well just cap off these farms, you know? There we go. And then that is going to be the most use of our windmill. I know we lost 3 spaces there, but do you know what? I can live with it. What do you got to say? Peasants are very happy. It means we can tax them in a treasure room. Okay, we need to start working on some gold. So let's have a look. Our castle, treasure room. I'm guessing we have to build it. Yeah, look at all that. Look at all that food now. You've got to be happy with that, folks, haven't you? Oh no, it doesn't seem to go next to it. Maybe... Huh. Maybe there. Can't tell which is the way in. Actually can't tell which is the front door. Maybe there isn't one. Ah, no, it must be there. So let's put you there then. Oh, look at that. And you got built up a bit then. So your kingdom is happy and content. Yes, we're working on it, mate. Just give me a second. Jesus. Okay, so what have we got in here? Sources being accepted. Wood, stone, charcoal. Yeah, everything. Can we turn them off? Oh, yeah, we can. That's good. So we could make that just a stone stockpile. But it's got stone and wood in there. And for now, I think I'm kind of happy with that. Okay, so the treasure room is there. What else can we build on our castle? At the moment, not much. Everything else takes quite a good chunk of stuff. Yeah, kind of happy staying as is regarding that. But we do, I think, personally, need to start working on a few armaments. So we need stone and wood, which we've got plenty of, actually. So we could start building just a couple of little armaments out here. Not armament, like, what do they call them? Castle block. Well, you know, arch tower. We need gold. So we do need to start taxing people, which we will do once we've finished building our treasury here. But apart from that, we're doing pretty good. Nobody's idle. How many people? There's 10 workers on this stockpile. What on earth? That's fine, I guess, but I'm hoping you come off that to do stuff. Let's find out. Let's go to castle. Let's build. Allows villagers to pass through but keeps enemies out. Cool. Let's build one of these here. See what happens. Is that the problem, that you're all sitting in this stockpile? That doesn't change anything. Let's close it. That's it. They're all running off to do stuff now. There we go. We know this. So I wonder why people go and work in the stockpile then. If I close it, they go and get the stuff from there. But it looks like people don't go and put stuff in there. Watch what happens to this stone here. Yeah, stone is now going up there, but it may well be going to the buildings though. Let's click this and have a look. No. Yeah, you. Tax rate 1G. Okay. Oh, that's locked happiness quite a bit. How do I edit that? Can I go around the loop? Oh yeah, so we can do 1, 2 or 3. So let's just do 1. 1G will do. Let's make life better for our peasants. Try building nice large houses and other things that the peasants might enjoy. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of taxation there. We've got, that's pretty good, 10 coming in from that. So we could build a cottage. Oh, they're neat. They're slightly larger buildings. I'm assuming manor is even bigger. Let's just let's carry on with hovels for now. Let's just fill this gap up with hovels here. There we go. That should give us 15 more people. Hopefully enough. Food-wise, we seem to be on top of food now, so kind of happy with that. Yeah, definitely seems to be no issue regarding food anymore. For now, at least. These 3 houses here may make a slight difference, but for the most part, it seems like we've got a handle on that, so to speak. So town stuff, we've got a town square. It's a little bit annoying the town squares 2x2, because like I'm kind of building on a 3x3 grid, but I kind of like the idea of having a town square with a tavern on it. So the tavern's 1x2, which is pretty neat. So we could have a town square with a tavern on it. Let's do that. I know we've not got much in the way of armory, actually. Maybe we should do a little bit more armory. Let's put another one of you on top, can we? Is it simple as that? Let's do 3. And then let's do an archer tower on top of that. And then you cover that area there. It took too long to store our harvest. Some of it got... That's fine. We're near enough full. So at the moment we're producing more than enough food, I think. Let's have a look what's happening over here. That looks like it's coming on nicely. So it doesn't seem like we need to build a way up for people. It looks like it just makes a bigger tower that they can sort themselves out with. It's pretty good. We've got a second quarry over here for stone. That's pretty neat. We can work on that, especially if we want to build a lot more armaments. We're going to need that, definitely. And we've got a few people idle. So now we've got that first archer tower. I wonder whether maybe a second one over here. We need some more wood. So let's get on there. Let's get on that. Yeah, maybe a way to maybe automate wood would be quite neat. Yeah, definitely think that would be something I'd like to see. Being able to click and drag around an area or something like that. We've got some iron there, which is neat. That's going to help us out soon to get some armaments and weaponry and things like that. We're building a right mean little town here. I tell you what, we'll do a town square here, and then I think we'll carry on with some more housing along the back here. Maybe some larger housing away from the hustle and bustle of the town centre. I think is probably a good idea. Here we go. We've got an archery centre. So who works in here now? There's 2 of 2 workers here. Soldier skill is +2, and we pay them 4 gold a year. Well, that's more than acceptable. I don't know what we have to do to increase their skill, but I'm sure there's probably something we can do. Food-wise, we have absolutely no issues food-wise. Quarry's still cracking on. People are working. We have quite a few idols now because of all these new things. So let's get some stuff built that they can work in. Where's our town square gone? Let's build a town square there. Whether or not that fits within the... We need more homes. That's fine. I don't want to cap out too much. I wonder if this will fill into the path once it gets built. That would be quite nice if it does. But I'm looking like it isn't. The way it's laid out is looking like it isn't. But I think it's going to be okay. It took too long to store a harvest. That's fine. Some quarries have no place to store their stone. So let's get you open. Do you know what? It's fine. We'll let you store everything. Go for it. We've got staff. We've got new people coming in. Try building nice larger houses. Yeah, working on it. What do you want to say? We can tax them. Yeah, no, we're taxing them enough, I reckon. Maybe just do 2G. It drops the happiness a little, but you know what? I think we can manage. There we go. Town centre's built. That's cool. We've got a little... That was one we got to pick. I don't know how. There's about 3 you could pick from, and you can open more. Let's get a tavern on the go. I think the tavern would work pretty well next to our town centre there. That's what I'm going to do. Didn't actually recall what the tavern did. Just kind of put it down thinking we need one. I'm British, we need pubs. Villagers enjoy socialising here. It consumes food and improves villager happiness. Okay, well that's relatively acceptable considering that food output is pretty solid at the moment. I don't want to... No, I'm not going to raise the taxes anymore just yet. I'm quite happy with 68% happiness. One thing I do want to do, if we can... Yeah, we've got some wood coming in there, so I want to build another archery block over this way. So 1, 2... Is that going to run us out of stone? Oh, out of wood. Okay. Chop, chop, chop. And a couple over here. Why not? Chop, chop. I wonder if trees are acting as kind of like a barrier. I'm not too sure. I'm sure in playthroughs of this I've seen before there were Vikings. But they don't seem to be coming anywhere near as thick and fast as they used to. So I don't know if they've been tamed down a little bit, or I mean, I did pick normal playthrough, but I didn't pick passive. There was a passive one as well. There is nobody working here, so we need to get some more buildings, don't we? So let's have a look. We need some more wood for a cottage. That's what we'll do. I think this person's going to tell me, yeah, it took us too long to store our harvest. It's fine. I'm really not worried about it. We just need a few more trees, please. Working on it. They're doing a great job. Can't help notice there's an awful lot of people hanging around there, though. We don't understand why they're doing that. Unless it's their job to run stuff around, and if it is, that's fine. But yeah, I can't quite figure that one out. Any ideas on that, by the way, please? That would be really useful. Yeah, just a bit of a heads up as to why people are standing around here a lot. Because if I close this, they literally all run off to do... Yeah, look, they all run to do jobs. We need to put one more on that to make it a 3. And then we need long range, slow fire rate, high damage, range increase based on tower height. Oh, but we need a chamber of war before we can build that. Which we can build now. Unlocks ballista barracks and moat. So what does the barracks do? Use almonds and gold to train villagers into soldiers. Soldiers wait here until a general recruits them. Okay, sounds like a complicated matter. But there we go. We've now got pretty good coverage of that way and that way. We could probably do with a third one there, and then kind of covers in whichever angle they come in at. Then, apart from, you know, along this here. This is probably our most open part, really. Well, like I say, we've not had anything there happen yet. Happiness is still pretty solid. We've now got a few... there we go, Arch Tower is nearly there. Wait for a bit more wood. Here it comes. We've now got a few idle folk. But again, while that storage is shut, they're sticking stuff elsewhere. I just can't get my head around that. There we go. The Arch Tower is full and there's staff in it. Which means we should be able to now build a cottage. No, we still need more trees. So let's get over here and chop some of this down. And there chop, and there chop as well. Okay, that should... peasants think I'm excellent. Good. You can keep telling me that, pal. I'm more than happy to keep hearing that. Right, let's have a look. Hopefully we get some nicer houses up here now. Here we go, cottage. Is it a frontal entrance still, or a side entrance, is it? Yeah, it looks like a... It looks like they kind of run all over the place, but I still want it to look decent, you know? So let's build... Don't know whether we should build cottages that close to the edge. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to build one there. I'm actually going to... Can I build 2? No, I need some more wood. I would like 2. So I'm going to keep working on some of this here. There we go. Now when this opens up... Hopefully a second one here. Here's what I'm thinking. If we build another one... I don't know whether to go for the symmetry or for the fact that the door's there. Let's go for the symmetry. Let's go for the symmetry. What I'm thinking is big old bridge over to this island here to get this wood. That's what I'm thinking. And we can build a wall that goes up to here. And around kind of up to the farms, really. Might have to reevaluate these farms in the future, but for now, I think that's probably not a bad idea. So let's get onto our town, start building our road this way. Don't know whether or not we can build a castle gate over a road. I kind of want that there. And then we're going to have to probably build blocks either side of it, but I'm guessing we need more wood again. Wow, man, wood is such a tough resource in this one. Let's make life better for our parents. Try building large houses. I'm working on it. We've now got 57 beds, which will increase even more. How many do these have? These have 12 beds in each of these, and there's nobody living in them. So I'm hoping next round, 6 people visited but nobody found a home. Are you joking? There's 12 beds here, empty. There's food in, and there's 1 piece of charcoal. Want neighbours? You getting neighbours? That should get rid of this. Let's have a look. Residents want neighbours. Hopefully they're close enough. They don't have to be touching. Come on, is he finished? What are we waiting for? 5 bit of wood. Go on, 3 pieces of wood. 2 pieces of wood. 1 piece of wood. Here he comes. Oh no, he was going for the stone. Great. Come on, we need a bit of wood, please. Somebody. Anyone. Here he is. So that's resident wants neighbours. Oh wow, so that actually, they don't count as neighbours. That's interesting. So maybe we could build another, we could build a couple there and a couple there. That's fine. And then they will both have neighbours and they'll both be happy. But it's telling us that places have got charcoal. I'm not too sure where they're getting the charcoal from. There's a fire. But I think they have no access to a church or library. Okay. I think fires are okay because we've got our well that's covering all our houses. The only place it isn't covering are these farms up here, so maybe a second well down here would be a little bit beneficial in the future. But it's telling us that we need a library and a church, both of which we require wood for. I really wish... Oh no, the town's on fire. I hope that's going to get sorted. Looks like it is. Fires. Let's just slow the game down a bit. I feel like it's getting away from us a little. And that's not something I'm happy about. Castle walls, do they just need stone? No, they need wood as well. Okay, there's another fire. You best be able to get there, folks, with your water. Looks like you are. Look at them squirting water. I'm going to get a screenshot of that because that there looks like stuff's happening. There we go. Just got it just as it went out. It's brilliant. What an interesting screenshot that will be. Okay, folks, I'm sorry that I'm going to have to make you come all this way, but to be honest with you, it needs must. You're all sitting around doing nothing anyway. Yeah, so let me know. Correct me if there's an easier way to do the wood there, please, so to speak. Look at these guys hanging around in the tavern. How cool is that? They're actually sitting and getting their little chill on. That's neat, man. I'm going to take a screenshot there as well, actually. That's a bit more of a friendly screenshot, isn't it, that one? There we go. That's our little town centre gets sorted there. Awesome sauce. So, how are we doing? Gold-wise, we're doing pretty good. Food-wise, no problem. Stone is pretty good for it. Wood, we've got plenty of wood coming in. As long as we get it over to us, that should be fine as well. So, let's start building up our... castle. Not really interested in Chamber of War just yet because we haven't had an attack since our very first dragon. So I'm kind of hoping we can survive. 1, 2, 3. Looks like we're going to have to do 4 high on each of these. 4 high on each of those to make a pretty decent entrance there. Road can come through. And then we can also build bridges, which just cost 2 wood, which is pretty neat. And we're going to build them all the way across there. And yeah, hopefully that'll give us access to this lovely old forest island we've got here. And maybe we could build a new farming district over there or something like that. What have we got? What have we got going on here? Grown happy. They have access to a church or library. I know, I'm working on it, pal. I'm working on it. In fact, that is something we need to probably finish the episode off with, is trying to put at least one of them down. Church? No, we need loads more resources. Look. Library we could do, actually. That just needs 30 stone, so we're probably working on that pretty well. All this wood's on its way over. We'll let this get finished. Oh, look at this. How have you done that bit without building the rest? Did some guy swim? That's pretty impressive if he did. I am very impressed if he did. Food's coming out great, I think. I don't know why they look like that. Is that a bit of snow left over or something? Bit of frost damage. Yeah, cool. 5 found a satisfactory home and decided to stay. That's fine. And 3 stayed. There we go. So we're near enough. We've got 69 beds. We've got 69 people. So we're fully stocked at the moment as with their dudes. Oh, look, they swim. I just saw a guy go under there then and swim. That's pretty neat. So we don't really need the bed. Oh, the bridge looks amazing though. How good does that look? Oh, there's a building on fire. Can you all please? Can you all please? There's like one guy putting this fire out. Please. There we go. He's got there. He's getting there. No fire. Military. Viking raiders may be coming. Let's fortify as best as we can. Okay. So let's kind of have a look where these are covered. So we've got that one there. We've got that one there. We kind of need another one down here. So let's see if we can quickly finish that off. Then we'll call it quits for today. So one. We've already run out of stuff. What do we need? We need more stone. Alright, well I think we'll have to leave it there then. We'll start episode 3 by fortifying, ready for Viking raiders. I can't see anything just yet. I think they randomly come to the shore of the island somewhere, so let's hope they clear off over there somewhere and get a little bit lost on the way. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Any thoughts, queries or suggestions, pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. And don't forget to join in with the Geekism community over on our Discord server. You can find the link in the description. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.